Kareem Abdul Jabar. Kareem was one of the most dominant NBA big men of all time. And really, the only people that are even in that conversation are Bill Russell, Kareem, and Wilt. Those are the only people that usually get brought up in the very elite of all-time NBA centers. Most people, I feel, lean towards Kareem being the best, but some people think that it was Wilt, and some people think that it was Bill Russell. I personally think that it was Kareem. Now, in his 20 seasons in the NBA, Kareem was a 19-time NBA All-Star, which is absolutely insane. Out of his 20 seasons, he only missed the NBA All-Star game one time. He was also a 6-time NBA champion. 6 rings, 19 All-Star appearances, and let's not forget he had 6 MVPs. And out of those 6 times he was a champion, he had 2 Finals MVPs. Like, his accolades are absolutely insane. He had a great, tremendous career. There's nothing else to say. Now, would Kareem's monstrous game have translated into today's NBA? That's what we're about to find out by drafting him in today's NBA with Zion and Ja Morant. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, we are done with the first season. We're about to look at where the mock drafts have them going. And according to Draft Express, they have Kareem at number 3, which is kind of concerning because, like I said, he's undeniably a top 5 NBA player of all time. And they have, this one has him at 4, so, like, it's kind of insane how the drafting system works in this game. But here we are at the draft. Maybe there'll be an upset. And an absolute wild card goes number 1. Not Zion, not Kareem, not Ja Morant. Definitely not what I was expecting. So number 2, I'm assuming this is going to be Zion. So Zion goes number 2 to the Magic. Number 3, will it be Kareem or will it be Ja Morant? So let's see, the Mavericks will select Kareem at number 3. Definitely puts him on a solid team. Him, Kristaps, and Luka Doncic. Definitely a solid team going forward. And in real life, he got drafted number 1 overall, so a little bit different. But here we are in the 2019 season. I'll show you what the team's looking like in the rotations. So we have Isaiah Whitehead, we have Tim Hardaway Jr., Luka Doncic, Korzemba, and Kareem. Definitely a pretty solid starting lineup. Our guards definitely could use some improvement, but it's only the first season. So I simmed through the first season here. Giannis MVP, as you can see. I wonder if we got Rookie of the Year with Kareem, so that's definitely going to be an interesting storyline to check out. Coach of the Year goes to Mike D'Antoni, and Rookie of the Year went to Zion. Definitely disappointing. It's kind of insane that Zion's stat line, like in the sim, were better than Kareem's, but, it is what it is. Let's see his stats on the season, and there's Zion's. I got to switch back real quick to the Mavs. And maybe this had something to do with it. I accidentally forgot to turn off injuries in the first season, which I then went and, changed that back real quick, made sure there was no injuries on. But his stat line was pretty good, 17.7 a game and 11.1. And in real life, he averaged a lot more, 28.8 and 14.5. So, and we actually missed the playoffs this year, which is definitely a shame. In real life, his team did much better. And they lost in the second round of the playoffs. So I simmed the all-season. This is what our team's looking like the next year. As you can see, it's pretty similar. Nothing crazy. We still have not the best guards. But, let's see. Let's see if Kareem, Luka, and Porzingis can get us into the playoffs this year. So we simmed through. MVP goes to James Harden. RJ Barrett's on there for most improved. So, let's see if we're on any of these lists. I don't think that we made any of the list with Kareem, which is kind of a little crazy, but it is what it is. Maybe I think we probably made playoffs this year. It would make sense. So we did make playoffs this year. I believe we are the 4th seed, and we're going to be playing a Jazz team in the first round. So our team, obviously, right there: Roberson, Doncic, Porzingis, Kareem, Jalen Brunson, Isaiah Whitehead. Nothing crazy. They have Dante Exum, Donovan Mitchell, DeAndre Hunter, Derek Favors, and Rudy Gobert. So it's like, I feel like it's a pretty even matchup. I feel like we probably have a slight edge. Both of our guards are not that great. They have, obviously, the 2-guard, Donovan Mitchell, though. So the stat lines, he's up to a 92, 17.2 a game, and 10.7 a game. Still way off where he was in real life. 31.7 a game and 16 a game. So the game definitely has him with much lower stats than what he actually had in real life. and they went 48-33, I believe that was. So in real life, in Kareem's second season, they went 66-16, and they actually won the finals. So that's some pretty big shoes to try and fill in here. But you never know. Let's see what happens. So we're down. Oh, we just tied it up 2-2. So we definitely got a chance here. 2-2 against this Jazz team. 3-2. Are we going to push it to 7? We push it to 7. And in 7, we get eliminated, unfortunately, in the first round by the Utah Jazz. So, as you can see, that's kind of what happened in the final game. Donovan Mitchell just went off on us. Nothing we could really do about that. Definitely want to improve our guards on this team going forward because it's crazy. So we sim through Jazz versus Sixers playoffs, and Jazz puts it to 7, but gets smoked by the Sixers. And in that, Ben Simmons got MVP. So in the third year now, I simmed through the offseason. Here we are. Just going to start simming real quick. And I didn't notice this at the time, but I didn't get to show you this, so I just skipped to this real quick. So definitely the team's not too much improved. We did get Kostas Antetokounmpo, which is kind of cool. But hopefully we can make playoffs this year. Definitely need to make an upgrade at the guard position. So here we are. I don't believe we make any NBA teams, which really sucks once again. Luka Doncic made All-NBA second team, which is great for him for sure. Trae Young was on one of the teams, but no Kareem Abdul Jabar, which is kind of insane, like I've been saying. And in this third year, I believe we actually missed playoffs again, which is just insane to me with this talent on the team. We went 41-41. In real life, the Bucks with Kareem went 63-19 in his third season. He's up to a 95 overall, still averaging only 17.2, and I think it was 8.6 rebounds. Nothing like what he was doing in real life, but he's still an elite center somehow at a 95 overall. So the Jazz ended up winning this year. As you know, the Jazz killed our hopes last year. Rudy Gobert got MVP. So here's the final season. I usually only go 3 on these, but I was getting kind of frustrated with a 95 overall Kareem, Luka Doncic, and Kristaps. I think we should be able to win something. So I went for another year. Giannis MVP. Ja Morant got on there. Let's see if Kareem made any NBA teams, because it's kind of getting insane at this point. I mean, I don't think that he made any of the NBA teams, which kind of sucks. Luka Doncic is on the second team again. They're just not showing any respect to Kareem, and he's already at a 95 overall. So it's just absurd to me. This year, we did make playoffs. We're versing a Pelicans team of Cole Anthony, Abrinas, really just some guys to throw alongside Anthony Davis. So I'm not really worried about this team. Not sure why Anthony Davis is a 75 overall. I'm not sure if that's an age thing or what, but I have no idea. Here's our team. I really think we should smoke this Pelicans team. Like, they just do not look good on paper at all. And so before I do that, I'm going to show you his stats from this year. The fourth year, he's at a 95, averaging 18.5 and 8.9. In real life, he's averaging 30.2 and 16.1, and they went 60-22. We didn't do that. We didn't go 60-22, but we did make playoffs. We're not one of the bottom seeds this time, so not terrible. So we only got 39 wins somehow, which is just crazy. You would think with this team we could get more wins with a team of Kristaps, Luka Doncic, and Kareem, but apparently not, according to 2K. So here we are. They're giving us a really good fight, which is crazy. They're up on us 3-2. We push it to 7, and we eliminate them, so we actually move on to the second round of the playoffs here with Kareem. As you can see, Luka Doncic was 23 points. So now we're versing a very strong Rockets team of CP3, James Harden, and Clint Capella still around. It's really just them three. That's the big three for them. Our team's not nearly... Our team has 3 stars also, but I feel like we're not as well-rounded. I don't know what goes on with our team, but we get a 3-1 lead, and hopefully we don't blow it. Let's not be the Warriors. Okay, we win 4-2. We move on to the third round of the playoffs this year, which is, thank God, finally. Luka Doncic and Kareem did their thing. We're versing a Lakers team that, quite frankly, I don't think is... It's not that crazy. You got Lonzo, LeBron, Kuzma, Boogie, Actually, you know what? I take back what I said. That's a very solid team. They very well might beat us. But we get up to a 2-0 lead on them. They get a game back. 2-2. Oh no. 3-2. And we eliminate them in this final year of this. We actually got to the playoffs against a pretty terrible Cavaliers team, honestly. DeLon Wright, Kevin Porter Jr., some dude I don't know how to pronounce his name, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Colin Sexton. Not sure how this team made it to the finals at all. This is a really weak finals, honestly, in my opinion. But hopefully we can beat them. We should be able to beat them, but you never know with 2K. So 2-2, 3-2, and they beat us 4-2, with Porter Jr. being their guy. So if you like this, make sure to like, comment, and sub. Thanks for watching.